happiness versus fulfillment and contentment, right? So happiness is going to be in the moment. Everyone's emotions fluctuate. I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm angry, I'm feeling scared, I'm feeling nervous. But the deep sense of contentment and fulfillment doesn't go away. It's more, it's got more of a sense of permanence, right? It's like if you're following your life's path. It's something deeper that can't be taken away from your momentary emotions, right? So as long as I'm on my path, even if I get upset, even if I get angry, even if I get scared, even if I get nervous, at the end of the day, I know that I'm on the right path and I'm following what I need to be following. And it's like a roadmap, right? It's like if we're taking a trip out to, if I'm driving over to LA and I take a couple pit stops, I'm still on the path to getting to LA. So no matter what happens, as long as my car doesn't blow up, even if I get a flat tire, I can still fix the tire. Even if I run out of gas, I can still get more gas. My destination remains the same. But I will be upset if I think that I'm driving to LA, but I'm actually driving the other way and I end up in New Mexico, right? As long as we're on the right path and we're going the right way, we're putting one foot in front of the other, then, there's only certain things that can shift our emotions so much. I can be very upset, but when that subsides, I'm still gonna have that inner fulfillment, that inner contentment. As long as you're on the path to following your dreams, that's the most important thing. If you're just working at some coffee shop, but you want to be a doctor, going to that coffee shop every day is going to feel like hell. You're like, well, what am I doing wasting my life when I really want to be doing something else? Or a lot of times we can feel lost. Like, I'm not sure what my goal is, right? That can be scary. That can be frustrating. But being able to find your purpose, find out what you really, really love is can be a journey in itself. But once you get on that path, when you go to bed at night, you're going to be able to sleep like a baby, because as long as you got this much better, this much closer to your dreams, then you're going to sleep like a baby, like an angel on a cloud, right? Like, hey, that might have been a frustrating day, or hey, maybe we might have had to take a step back today, but the thing is, I'm still on the path. I still have that roadmap to go to where I really want to go, to become who I really want to be. So even if things get hard, at the end of the day, you're like, I still feel good. I still feel okay. That's one of the most important things, because our happiness can fluctuate, right? Everybody wants to be happy in life, but the thing is, we're not really looking for happiness. We're looking for contentment, and we're looking for fulfillment. And I can imagine that's what like doctors have, right? They might work 70 to 100 hours a week, but the thing is, these people are like the superheroes of the world. They're the real heroes. Those people, like people that are like in the military, stuff like that have a very deep sense of, purpose. Or, say somebody runs a nonprofit company, or they go to what's the thing where they go abroad and they teach people from stuff out of, like the Peace Corps, right? You're in the Peace Corps, you're in the military, everybody's thing is different, but they have a really deep sense of, meaning and, purpose in their lives. And I think that's what we're all looking for, because at the end of the day, I think all good people, most people, want to make an impact on the world, and they want to leave the world a better place than how they found it, right? And I feel like teachers have that, right? Teachers are not teachers because of the money. They're because, everybody remembers their favorite teacher, right? The impact of the world that the teachers make is far greater than money. Now, I do agree they should be paid more, 1,000%. But my point is, that's not why they do it. They do it to make an impact, right? And I think all of us remember our favorite teachers. I know that I do. Those people have had impact on me even to this day. And as I've grown up, there's teachers I can reach out to right now, and they would be like ecstatic to hear from me, and I'd be excited to talk to them too. So that sense of purpose is, really why we wake up in the morning, right? And then also, if you have kids, that, right? You want your kids to be the best people that they can be, and you love them more than anything, and that can become your purpose, right? Like my mom's like that. Like, my mom is an incredible mom, and I know that she at the end of the day, she's an incredible mom. Like, if she died right now, I know that she'd be happy knowing that, hey, I was a good mother to my kids, and that's her purpose, right? Other things she's good at, but that deep sense of fulfillment and contentment with that is invaluable. So like I said, one time I worked like on an oil rig, right? Really shitty, hard job. You couldn't pay me $100 million a year to work that job, because literally every single day when I went to work, I was like, I hope one of these cranes fall on me, because I did not like having that job at all. Even like working at Walmart or something, they're like, oh, we'll pay you $1 million a year. And I'm like, God, no, absolutely not. No, thank you. But the job that I have now, I absolutely love. Even if I made half the money that I make, I would be fulfilled, right? Because, you know, I'm just happy to be there. I'm happy to be around the people that I'm around. I'm happy to do what I do, and I'm happy doing this. Like right now, I do the videos for free. Like I do this all for free, you know, in my spare time, right? But it's something I really work hard for, because it's something that I love. And it's like, well, I'm on the path of chasing my dreams. So no matter what, at the end of the night, I'm excited to wake up the next day. I'm excited to make new videos. I'm excited to have new experiences. I'm excited to see how I can grow and the people I love around me can grow. And I really have a strong sense of contentment and fulfillment. You know, some people shit on certain other jobs, right? Like say you do work in a coffee shop, right? But your passion is coffee, right? You know all the blends from all the regions, and then you end up opening your own coffee shop, and that's your gift to the world, right? People love coffee. It helps them get going in the day. But as some person that doesn't really care about coffee, they're just working there for a paycheck, it's a completely different thing. Different things mean different things to different people, obviously, right? If I worked at Starbucks, I wouldn't care. I'm not really a big coffee drinker, right? I would probably hate it, because I'm like, what am I doing here? This is not my passion. This is not my thing. But if you're talking about the owner or the CEO of Starbucks, this guy's probably super passionate about coffee, loves it. That's his thing. That's how he gives to the world, right? I work in a restaurant. I'm a server. If I was one of the cooks, I'd probably be quitting in about 5 minutes, because those guys get their asses kicked pretty good. But when I talk to them about it, they're like, no, I love it. This is how we make people happy, right? You can make people happy through food. They're inspired by it, a lot of them, and you know, that's their gift to the world. But for me, I would hate it, right? Like making all that food is an incredibly challenging thing. And they come in every single night, and they do the same thing. And you know, the ones that are really passionate about it are really, really happy. And for me, I like chatting and having a good time with people, so I'd rather bring them the food that makes them happy and then put the experience on top of it, right? Give them a good time. The food tastes good. You're feeling great. You're vibing with them. You know, you make friends that way. Like, I just want to give happiness and, you know, goodness to the world, and that's my way of doing it. And making these videos is my way of doing it. Any way I can share and, you know, inject some positivity and some good energy into the world, you know, I feel like I'm really on my purpose. And that sense of deep contentment and, you know, fulfillment is something that can never be replaced. Because without the fulfillment and the contentment, I've lived in a life where I didn't have that, and I kind of just walked around empty inside. I'm like, when's this fucking thing, life gonna end, you know? Because, you know, it can be frustrating. It can be, you're just sad. You're like, wow, well, what am I doing every day? Like, what is my purpose? What is my job? How am I helping? What am I doing? Right? But when you really get on that path of following your dreams, then every day is a good day. And you always have hope, and you always have something to look forward to. It's being unequivocally and unapologetically yourself, right? I know that everybody's seen that meme where it's like me when I'm at the gym, and what people think I'm listening to, and it's like 50 Cent, like in the club. See me in the club, bottles from above. But actually, what they're listening to on their headphones is like Shake It Off by Taylor Swift or something. I'm sorry. But the point being is that we want to put on this facade of we're listening to something, or we're doing something that we're actually not doing, that we don't care about. Or because I remember there were some artists that everybody loved, like, have you heard the new album of this and this? Or I don't remember exactly which artist was. And I listened to it and I'm like, yeah, I didn't really like that much. Everyone's like, my God, you're crazy. That's like the best album ever, or this person's the best artist ever. And I'm like, yeah, I really listened to it, and I didn't like it that much, right? And there's also been tons of times where people were like, I've asked about a movie, right? There was a movie that came out. It was Long Legs, right? And so all the reviews come out. This movie's awesome. It's incredible. I have a couple of friends go watch it, like, I didn't really like it that much. And so luckily, I watched it for myself, because I thought that I was like, well, if everybody's hating it, then what's the point of even watching it at all, right? I go ahead, I watch the movie. I think the movie's absolutely genius. And, you know, I asked other people, hey, what was wrong with the movie? What didn't you like about the movie? And the things that they brought up were things I didn't even care about, or I didn't think was really even a big deal. And there's some like albums or songs that I listen to, and I'm like, I absolutely love that. and other people were like, God, that's awful, that's trash. I remember back when I was in college, one of my favorite artists is Mac Miller. I think he's one of the most talented, best artists ever. He's absolutely incredible. I remember my college teammates were talking like, did you hear that Mac Miller album? It's absolute trash, right? So at that point, I wasn't a Mac Miller fan. I hadn't heard any of his music, right? They're like, white rapper, this song sucks. And other people are like, it's okay, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. So it's like, kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, I'm not even gonna listen to it. And then, a couple months go by, I listen to it, I'm like, oh my God, I absolutely love this. This is a life-changing, it's outstanding, it's incredible, right? So a lot of times we can get information from not even the horse's mouth, from hearsay, from reports, from sources, from, even friends that you care about their opinion, you value them, you even agree with them about most things, but then something can come out and you're like, oh no, I absolutely love this, and you can absolutely hate it, or they can hate it and you can absolutely love it. Yeah, even like my best friend in the world, he's not a huge Drake fan, right? And I love Drake. Like, Drake is my guy. So the thing is, we always want to make these decisions for ourselves, and not go with the sheep and say, I'm just going to do what everybody else is doing, right? And even if you do like something that's like, okay, so perfect example, right? I'm a server at a fine dining restaurant. At the restaurant, sometimes people they'll order these drinks. These guys will order these drinks, they have like flowers and stuff on them, and they're like, yeah, could you actually bring that to me in like a rocks glass, but like don't bring the flower? It's like, bro, that's the drink. Like, I can do it the other way, but you're drinking the same exact thing, so it's not a big deal. So I don't care. I'll drink pina coladas, strawberry daiquiris, Miami Vices all day. You can put an umbrella, you can put flowers in there, whatever you want. I don't care. I drink the drink because I like it, not because what other people are going to think of me. What's someone going to come over and say, hey, that's a girly drink, that's great. That's so I'm the one that's drinking it, so I don't care if you like it or not. I seen some quote on the internet a couple years back, and it literally had me crying. It's like, so I never understood bullying. You hate me because I'm ugly? It's like, if you actually think about that, it's hilarious. Like, yeah, you're mad at me for a problem that I have. Doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, so that's the most important thing, is be absolutely yourself. If you like weird things, or there's certain things that other people might be like, whoa, what the hell? Just do that thing anyway. I'm sure there's other people that like that same thing that you like anyway. And you don't want to put on some facade, because then you're ending up putting on a mask forever, right? You can never really be yourself. We all have those friends that we can be absolutely ourselves with, say whatever we want, and they think it's fucking hilarious, and they accept us for who we are. And not everyone's gonna like us. If we're putting on our mask to be a chameleon for everybody that's around, then who are we at the end of the day? So being unapologetically ourselves and true to ourselves all the time, we don't have to pretend. And also, it just takes a lot of pressure off. You're like, you know what, this is who I am, and if you don't like that or you don't agree with that, then it doesn't matter to me. The only thing, at the end of the day, if you're happy with who you are, then that's going to help you glide through this world a lot easier, and you're going to attract the right people into your life. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say today, but I hope everyone's having a beautiful Friday, and have a good day. Peace.